What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, Young Pastey, aka the White Boy Wonder, aka the Paste, here to bring you UFC 306, O'Malley vs. Merab, predictions, picks, and bets. We will go through every single fight on the card. I'll give you my prediction, I'll give you my pick, and after we have ran through all of the fights on the card, I'll give you my official bets. I track my bets on Twitter, and I'll be tracking them officially on YouTube as well. So I'm a transparent guy. I'm not here to bullshit with you guys. I'm here to give you my picks, predictions, bets, and bounce. That way we're not sitting here all day watching a fucking prediction video. So let's go through every single fight on the card. And let's get this, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. First fight. Rosas Jr. versus I'm sorry, I'm going to say it wrong. Aoriqileng. I don't know how to say his name, guys. But let's not focus too much on the name. We're not even going to focus too much on the fight either, because we all know who's going to win this fight. 19-year-old Rosas Jr. Let's just think about this, everybody. He's 19 years old. The UFC has been feeding him wins. Now it's UFC Noche. He's a Mexican. You're giving him some mid-tier opponent. I mean, look, I don't want to shit on this guy. He's not terrible. But you're going to put him up against Rosas Jr. This dude's just going to wrestle him the whole fucking match. Put him on the ground. Probably a little ground and pound action. I mean, maybe even a third round finish from Raul. Third round finish? Maybe. Nevertheless, Rosas Jr. is the pick. Next fight. Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. We got my boy Joshua Van. He really needs to redeem himself after that last fight. Now, he fought Charles Johnson. Third round comes. Charles Johnson comes out like a madman, ends up getting him knocked down. I think the ref called the fight way too early because Joshua Van was on the way back up and defending. It's a tough loss, and I'm sure he's really salty about it. I mean, as you can see, I am too. But it's redemption time, Joshua Van. We didn't come here on short notice to lose. Edgar Chairez is nothing special. Nothing special. So, Joshua Van's the pick. I would not go Edgar Chairez's way. Look, I'm just going to show you guys his last fights. So, lost to Tetsuya Taira. I'm going to give him a pass on that because that dude's a beast. But he had a draw no contest with this fool. This fool who is 0-5 in the UFC, a.k.a. Scrub. Ends up beating him the next fight, after he gets his rematch here. But if y'all watch that fight, he really didn't look like some stellar, amazing fighter. I mean, he looked mid against a really, honestly, scrub in the UFC. Probably about to be booted and go into some regional fight, PFL or whatever the fuck you were. Bellator, I don't know. Daniel Lassar, he's not going to be in the UFC. Unless he's like on some contract last fight. But he should be out. Fucking 5 losses in a row. Come on now. Anywho, Joshua Van is the pick. Next fight. Yasmin Jauregui versus Ketlin Souza. Pick is going to be Yasmin. But I'll tell you all, proceed with caution. This Ketlin girl, she's got a fucking hand, okay? She's got a fucking hand. She's got a fighter's, puncher's chance with this Yasmin girl, but really that's about it. That's her. She's a one-trick pony here. So unless she's knocking Yasmin out, Yasmin's gonna, be pressuring her, slicing her up with the boxing. I mean, it's unfair. It really is unfair, and you can see it in the odds too. So the pick's Yasmin. Next fight. Next fight. This is a good one. This is a really good one right here that I'm very excited about. We got Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Tough fight. Really tough fight. Both of these guys are beasts. Ignacio is a long, lengthy, strong guy for his division. Look at the height difference here. 5 inches. And you'll see it when Manuel Torres is tall for the division. Ignacio's a long, lengthy motherfucker. But my pick for this fight's going to be Manuel Torres. The reason why, I think he's just more violent. Look at his fight history. All fucking first round wins, KOs, submissions, you name it. One fight that went the distance in his life. So he's coming out he's coming out hot, man. He's coming out very hot. He's not here to fuck around, okay? Now, the issue I have here was, does Torres have a gas tank? Because if Ignacio can weather the storm for the first round, and Torres is tired, Ignacio can do that little pitter-patter, get some points here and there, do a little bit of damage, enough to get the fight won. So my concern with this fight is if it goes long, I think Ignacio has the advantage. But man, Manuel Torres is a fucking beast. I just think he has too much power and too much motivation to win this fight. Again, UFC Noche. He's Mexican. And I want you guys to please keep that in mind throughout the whole card. I believe there's a Mexican fighting in every fight. Mexico. Okay. 2 fights. 2 fights that have no Mexicans in it. But all I'm saying is they might be a little biased towards them since the whole night is centered around them. I don't know. I mean, we're not in Mexico, we're in Vegas. But still, I'm just saying. After a long-winded prediction, Manuel Torres is the pick. Sorry, Ignacio. I don't think you got this fight. I am a fan of yours too, because I think I think he can do pretty good in the division. He may even be able to crack the rankings, top 15, but I don't think he'd ever be at a top 10, top 5. I think he's somewhere 10 to 15 range, journeyman. But that length is something crazy, though, and something to keep an eye on later in the fight. So, again, pick is Manuel Torres. Next fight. Another good one that I went back and forth with. Oh, man. It was tough for me to pick this fight. Irene Aldana, vet in the UFC, gone against high-level competition. Last 2 losses, Amanda Nunes for the belt, which, man, she did not look good at all in that fight. I'm sorry, but anywho, other fight, lost to Holly Holm in 2020, right? So, her 2 most recent losses in the past 5-6 years are against high-level competition, and she's fighting high-level competition. Now, Norma, she's on her way up, right? She's on a 5-fight win streak. She's beaten a couple of the same people Irene Aldana have. But the reason my pick is going to be not Aldana, Dumont, is because I think she's a better striker, and I think she's a better grappler. And she has the youth advantage. I know it's only 3 years old, but damn, man. I just cannot get that championship fight out of my head. Granted, it was against fucking Amanda Nunes, but this is also from Aldana. The whole fight. Just her getting her fucking ass whooped and her keeping her guard up the whole time. It was bad, man. I didn't like it. And I go back and I watch Norma. First off, I think she has quite a lot of power, man. I think she has quite a lot of power, and a lot more power than Irene has. They both can punch. But Norma's Brazilian. You know I like my Brazilians. If you don't know, now you know I got a little bias towards Brazilian fighters. They're just good. Okay, they're just good. But Norma's the pick. Better boxer, better grappler, younger. Reach advantage, not too much of a reach advantage that much. I mean, Irene's a little bit taller. But I think Norma can go a hard-fought 3 rounds and get the decision. Norma Dumont by decision would be my pick. Next fight. Ronaldo Rodriguez. Ode Osbourne. -130 Rodriguez. +110 Ode Osbourne. I am staying far away from this fight on the betting side. My money will not touch this fight one fucking bit. Okay? But we're here. I'm picking every single fight on the card, which means I need to make a pick. Ronaldo Rodriguez is the pick. Look, Ode Osbourne is a flashy fighter. He has a huge reach advantage. But part of me cannot pick him. He screwed me too many fucking times. I just don't trust him. He's going to put on... Look, it's going to be an exciting fight. So get your popcorn ready. Don't blink. Don't look away. Because if you do, that's when shit goes down. In these types of fights. But picks Ronaldo. This is definitely a do not bet. Stay far away from this fucking fight. So Ronaldo's the pick. Next fight. Oh, Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovics. This is, I think my own, technically, at this time, he's my only underdog pick. Now, some of these fighters and, lines have changed over the past few weeks. I've definitely had people in mind where I'm like, okay, I picked that. I'm going to pick that. Like O'Malley was a dog at one point, and Dumont was a dog at one point. So that there are technically there are a couple dogs that were dogs at one point and are now favorites. But I think Esteban Ribovics, true good underdog pick. I've watched over Daniel Zellhuber's fights. All his wins are by decision. They're close fights, and I don't think he has knockout power. He's a point fighter. Okay? Esteban Ribovics is here to handle fucking business. The reach advantage, awful. Height advantage, slightly to Zellhuber. But Esteban Ribovics is a dog. He's a dog, man. Ooh. 2-1, give it to me. Esteban Ribovics. Sprinkle a little bit on knockout. I don't know what the odds are, but they're probably good. Picks Ribovics. Next fight, please. Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. Proven vet versus up-and-coming Brazilian, not superstar, but becoming one. Shout out to this guy for going through a roller coaster of weight cuts, all for this motherfucker to pull out of the fight and him fight some other dude. What, Danny Gay? 4 hours notice. They put on a hell of a fight, and props and shouts to Diego and Ige for that. But we're picking Lopes. I picked Lopes on the last fight. Fight got voided, obviously. A new fight came in. I picked him there. But we're picking him again. Diego Lopes versus Brian Ortega. Ortega, you're going down, buddy. Lopes is pissed. He's a madman. All right? This guy has huge power. This guy is an elite grappler. This guy showed us, he has at least a 2-round gas tank. He did that. He definitely lost the 3rd round. I'm not going to trip. But I don't think we're going to go that far. I think Diego Lopes is getting a knockout or a sub over Ortega. I don't think this fight's going the distance, guys. So what is this? Ooh, plus 100 for under 2.5 rounds. Something to consider. But the pick is Diego Lopes. Next fight. Championship fight. Women's flyweight title. The three-peat. The third fight between these girls. And we're going with the reigning champion and still Alexa Grasso. Grasso's on the way up. Shevchenko's, hey, no, Alexa, stop it. Alexa, stop it. Damn. Lesson learned. Unplug her before the show starts. Anywho. Valentina Shevchenko. Oh my gosh. I can't even say her name right anymore. Valentina is on her way down. Okay? I think we've seen the best of her. Grasso's on her way up. She's the reigning champion. There's a reason she's the fucking champion. She's younger. She's the better boxer. She's the better grappler. What are we doing here, guys? Minus 135? You're going to give me those odds for the reigning champion? Give me Grasso. Give me Grasso. And we got one more fight. The main event of the evening. O'Malley versus Merab. We've been waiting for this for months. We've seen social media antics and tricks and posts through and there and everywhere. And it's been great. But the fight happens now. And we're picking O'Malley. That's right. Reigning champion and still champion. What are we doing here, guys? Merab, the pressure wrestler. The I am not going to stop until you get down wrestler. Maybe he'll take some tips from Aljo and just go straight to wrestling. But O'Malley has great takedown defense. Look at the reach. Look at the height difference. 5 fucking inches. Pretty significant there. And do we all want to act like if O'Malley actually does get taken down, like he won't be able to get back up and he's just fucking shit and toast? No. He's the fucking champion. He's a good grappler. He's not an elite grappler like Merab. But he can do what he needs to and he can get back up. O'Malley. O'Malley's the pick. What's him by knockout? Plus 160? That's awful. That's awful. Anyway, I would maybe go under 4.5 rounds. Or fight goes the distance, no. To get you an extra half round. I would not mess with these props. Submission. O'Malley's not there. Oh, wow. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. The fact that his submission odds are lower than Merab's is crazy. But anywho. O'Malley is the pick. So those are all the picks, guys. 10 fights. We'll just roll through them all real quick. I've already written them down in the notes, which we're pulling up now. So here they are. Again, Rosas Jr. versus Aoriqileng. We got Rosas Jr. Joshua Van versus Edgar Chairez. We got Joshua Van. Yasmin Jauregui versus Ketlin Souza. We got Yasmin. Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. We got Manuel Torres. Norma Dumont versus Irene Aldana. We got Norma Dumont. Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osbourne. We got Ronaldo Rodriguez. Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovics. We got Ribovics. Lopes versus Ortega. We got Lopes. Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. Hey! Got it right.
Here are some.
Hey! Alexa, stop it. Fuck. There's something in her name. There's something in her name that triggers her. Last fight. O'Malley versus Merab. We got O'Malley. So those are the 10 picks. You see them right here. We're moving on to the bets. I've calculated everything. I've got all the odds in my picks here. My odds in my bets here. We're doing a total risk of 7 units. Okay. And this is what we're going to start it off with. O'Malley. O'Malley money line. Minus 130. Put a unit on it. Like how what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? I do not see O'Malley losing. He's going to get the fucking knockout. Sugar Sean with the sweet knockout to end UFC Noche. Under 4.5 rounds, even money, Fight not to go the distance, minus 110. Just some things to consider. Next bet. Juicy, but confident. We got Lopes at minus 170 for 1 unit. Yeah, it's juicy. Yeah, it's chalky. But I'm confident AF. Minus 170, minus 175. That is near the tippy top of anything that I'm ever going to money line. Like minus 180, at that point, we're going to have to parlay with something. Minus 170 is just, that's at the tippy top. It's a very confident pick. Sorry. What are we doing here? I messed this up. It's 1.25 units, guys. 1.25 units on Lopes. 1.25. You got to add a little more unitage for the juiceage. Those are definitely not words, but it makes sense. All right, next bet. And we got my boy Torres. Minus 122, 1 unit. Told you, he's got power. He's got power. I do not see Ignacio winning that in the first round. At all. That would be crazy, though. Torres is a fucking beast. He's a finisher, all right? He's here to get the job done. One fight that went the distance ever, still won. So give me Torres minus 122 for 1 unit. All righty. Norma Dumont minus 110, 1 unit. We're at a pick'em. It's a flip of a coin. I want the younger fighter. I want the one who I think has better striking and better grappling. Respect and kudos to Aldana for what she's done in the competition she's been up against. Okay? But this ain't the fight for you, girl. Dumont's taking this. Now, this is where we get crazy. All right? This is where we get crazy. We got Lopes, we got Grasso, and we got O'Malley. All 3 in a parlay. We're getting plus 389 for it. 1 unit. Boy, if we hit this shit, good night. Pays for damn near all of those, so. Those are, look, O'Malley, the champion, defending the championship. Grasso, defending the championship. Lopes, one of my most confident picks. It's hard for me not to put that in. So those are my big boy bets. All right? We'll do a little space just to split the two. Now we're going into my half unit and below plays. We got Joshua Van and Lopes. Plus 127. Put half a unit on it. Told you, Edgar Chairez seems trash. Joshua Van needs the win, and he's really good at least in boxing. So, and Lopes, one of my most confident picks. I think it's a good parlay. Nothing crazy, only half a unit. And we move on to the next one. Oh, buddy. Throwing an underdog in there. And I spelled it wrong, too. Ribovics. Half a unit at plus 200. Dude. As I was saying, Zellhuber, he's a point fighter. He's not going for the kill. He's just trying to stay in the cage and rack up points. A little pitter-patter, a little tippy-tappy. No. This shit's not going to work with Ribovics, okay? I think he's getting knocked out, dude. Look out for Zellhuber hitting the ground. Hope I don't become a meme after this. And I'm sorry, Zellhuber. You're probably a cool guy, but not cool enough to win this fight. All right, next bet. I like this one a lot. We got Torres and Dumont, 0.5 units. That one came in at plus money, 247. Look, we got singles on them, right? So if we win a single, at least one of them, we can maybe get part. We can get part of our money back. But man, if we hit both of them, it'd be a good day. Be a good day there. So really, this half unit is just to capitalize on my single picks. Next pick. Oh, this is a crazy one. All right, this is the last pick. So, these are my most confident fighters to win all in one. All right, this is the long shot parlay. If we hit this, I am going to dance. I am going to do a little dance. Nothing crazy yet, guys. I have like 100 subscribers. All right, Rosas Jr., Van, Lopes, O'Malley, Torres, Dumont. Coming in at a whopping 1465. A little 14-1 action. 0.25 units. So that's our show, guys. Picks in your face. Bets in your face. Locking these in. If anything changes. If anything changes at all. Again, follow me on Twitter. Click subscribe. Like the video. Do what you need to do to make sure that you're following me and see the updates as they come. Again, everything's transparent. Everything will be posted in the YouTube video. Again, I'm tracking my record. I'm tracking the units. You can see it on Twitter too. You can see me pick red X on the ones that I lost and I won. So let's get it, guys. UFC 306. UFC Noche. O'Malley versus Merab. It's going to be a good one. Let's fucking get it.